Hello everyone and welcome to my coloring corner. Today is Saturday. It is time to work on this page. I haven't been able to get a lot of work done on it. I did get the seat of the swing done and that was it. It's been a busy week. Hello Calamity. Absolutely. I do hope that you get back in time before we leave so I can say at least hello. Good morning, Kathleen, and good morning to all those out there in Lurker Land. I do appreciate you all being here. Give me a big old thumbs up if you can hear me okay and see everything okay. Hopefully everybody can hear me. Hello, Mama Mona. Good morning, darling. Good morning. All right, I'm going to zoom you in so we can get started all good here. Good morning, good morning. All right. So we're going to work on the little babies today. So I'm going to start on this one. I need that jade green first of all. Awesome. Everything is good. Good, good, good. Thank you all very much. All right, so we're going to start with our little bit of jade green here so that we can have that green in her skin tone from the water. How is everyone doing? I hope you're all doing well. It's actually finally a beautiful day here in the Pacific Northwest. I know, surprising since it does rain here quite a bit. Yesterday was not horrible, but it was, well, I was out of the house, mostly cloudy. I keep on lurking in people's streams because I'm just too tired to chat. Or I'm doing 3 different things at once and don't have time to chat. The only one that I can really get into during live times is Angela's. The rest of them I watch back, but loving those books from Rita Berman that Shannon got. I really want them. Let me know if you guys can see everything that I'm doing or if I'm out of focus or anything. I'm a little bit rusty on setting the camera up this morning for some reason. Or if you need me to zoom in closer. Hello, Yana. Good morning, good morning. All right, now we're going to use peach. And we're going to go right over top of that green. And extend it out a little bit. I ordered some ink for my printer so that I can print on the paper that I bought when we went to Blix. My printer's been out of ink for a little while, so I haven't been able to print on that. So I think next month we'll be experimenting with those papers a little bit more. Hello, Catherine. Hello, Alex. Good morning, everybody. Good to see y'all. Now, this coming month, so in June, things are going to change a little bit. I will not be streaming on Monday anymore. I'll be moving that to Sunday afternoon. So I'll start Sunday at 12 o'clock Pacific time instead of on Monday. And hopefully I won't be stepping on anybody's toes. Hopefully it'll be after Corey's stream, because I know Corey sometimes streams on Sunday. Alright, and then we're going to use light peach. Oh, I forgot to put the peach in the belly area. So at our time it'll be noon on Saturday or Sunday, I mean. So noon my time. On Sunday. But that'll start in June. It'll give me a little bit of time in the morning to get the laundry started, and by the time I'm done streaming, the first load should be washed. Hello, Connie. Good to see you. And then we're going to use beige. Now the last week of May is going to be a work in progress week. So on Monday and Saturday, I think there's a Saturday left in May, I'm not sure. Monday and Saturday we'll be working on the two projects that I've been working on this month. I can't believe I've only got two going this month, but it's just been very busy, so with Mother's Day and my mom's birthday and Bob's birthday and all of that stuff, it's just been really kind of busy. Oh, nice. Well, that's awesome. You get to your work week gets lighter, and my work week is going to start getting heavier. So, all right, now we're going to do her outfit, and I want to do her in more of the pinks. So we're going to use process red and magenta, and deco pink. So we're going to start with magenta. for her seashell hat here. Do the edgy areas here. Again, if you do need me to zoom in, I can still zoom in further. So if you do need me to do that, let me know and I will be happy to do so. And then her tail as well. Now this part here, I'm going to do the same as a type of seaweed. So it's going to have a pinky brown color to it. We have a type of seaweed here on the Pacific Northwest that's frilly like this, and that is a pinky brown color when you find it on the beach. Yeah, I know the Oregon schools don't come and get out until middle of June, so. Hello, Bella. So what all have I missed? Has there been any good drama that I've missed? All right, now I want to put a little bit. Actually, I'm going to come in with the processed red. Yeah, I know. No extreme dramas anyway. Hello, Dawn. Well, that's good. I'm glad that there's no drama in the community right now. That's always a good thing. Actually, I don't miss the drama at all, so I'm glad there's none. I have enough drama queens at work, and not my coworkers, just the customers. Some of the customers are just, ugh, too much. I still have a job, so that's, I haven't told any of them to go find a hat. I have had a couple I've thought about it, but not any I have. Hello, Nana. Happy Saturday. Hello, Bee. Enjoy your dinner. Lurk away. All right. And then the last color I'm going to use is Deco Pink. Now, if you have Prismas and you're following along, you can definitely use the same colors in your Prismas. I've been seeing all of you guys' colorings on Instagram and Facebook. They're all looking absolutely gorgeous. Thank you, Bella. Just using the lightest pink here for our highlight as well as our blending. Okay, and then we're going to come back with the darkest. And we're just going to redo the deepest shadow area here that our artist has put in there. Gotta get those details in there nice and bright. I'm hoping to get this page done before the end of May. Can't guarantee it. Nice. All right. Okay, so there we have her little tail and her shell done. Now we're going to do her outfit here, and we're going to start with beige. So like I said, this reminds me a lot of the seaweed that we get here. Now it's not going to stay this color. This is just going to be our base color. We're going to be blending a lot of red browns into it, which this beige will tone down a little bit into a browny pink. And then we're going to use a little bit of henna. It's beautiful out today. We're going to go mattress shopping today. Because why not? Actually, no, we've had our mattress for quite some time, and it's time to retire it, get a new mattress. My body doesn't like the memory foam as much as it used to, so. All right, and then we're going to use a little bit of terracotta. Yeah, no, ours is a little bit firmer than devouring, but it does seem to make me wake up achy a lot more if I spend too much time in bed. Like if I go to bed early and try to get up late, it does give me a little bit of issue. Now I'm just going to come in with a little bit of light peach, and I'm just going to go over the henna and the terracotta with it and blend that in. giving it more of that pink tone. Nobody saw that. I didn't do it. Don't be telling Evelyn. I did not use my hand to brush that away. Ev, I'm sorry. I have my brush here. I should use it. And then we're going to take the beige and we're just going to use that to blend all the colors together and do the highlights on the tips. Like so. And then for her hair, we're going to start with light umber. And then we're going to use, do I have chocolate out already? Sienna. I don't think this set has a chocolate, does it? Okay, so we're going to use a little bit of sienna brown and dark umber. In those dark areas. Oh yes, that is very challenging, absolutely. Okay. Hello, Kenny. Thank you, Connie. I'm just going to go into the darkest areas with the dark umber. How you doing, Kenny? All right, and there she is. Then we're going to take that light color one more time and we're just going to fill that in. Moving those dark colors around a little bit. And there we have our pink little mermaid. And then we've got this little one down here at the bottom in our conch shell. So once again, we're going to start with that. Actually, I'm going to come through here and put just a little bit more of that blue-gray in there. Green-gray. Just to put a little bit more of that watercolor in there. Oh, nice. I've already run out of shelf space. I have to go through and rearrange things in my studio so that I can have more shelf space. And when I took over this room, I thought, oh, this is going to be perfect. There's going to be more than enough room. And then I quickly ran out of room. It's amazing how far you can spread things out. All right. And we want the peach. Yeah. I just have to consolidate better. I just need taller bookshelves. There's a lot of wasted space between the floor and the ceiling. Just saying. Actually, there's not, but however, there is one part of my desk that is just a clutter collector at the moment, so I have to go through and clean it up. All right, and then the light peach. Yep, I just got to go up, that's all. One of these days I'll have 10-foot ceilings or 20-foot ceilings. Books all the way up to the ceiling. Can you imagine? 20-foot ceilings and coloring books from floor to ceiling? I think then people would call me crazy. Or start calling me crazy, or one or the other. I don't watch that show. It makes me feel really bad about myself. Now I'm using beige. I'm going to come back through with a little bit more of the light peach. Yes, I know you've got a massive bookshelf for your reading books. I need that bookshelf for my coloring books. And it still probably wouldn't be big enough. I need to go through my coloring books again. I already got rid of all the ones that I really didn't color, enjoy coloring in. So all the ones that I have, I really enjoy coloring in, and I don't want to get rid of any of them. So I'm not gonna. All right, now this has the same sort of seaweed blouse. This one's a little more frill, so that's got more of that tentacle brown type seaweed like this. And this one here is more of a yellowy green color. So we're going to do him in those greens. So we're going to start with lime peel. Oh, the pan pastels, yeah. I missed something and I had to read back. Yeah, I love the pan pastels. I want the full 80 set. Um, I keep on looking at it and keep on going, maybe. I have quite a few, but not the full 80 set. And they've got new colors out as well, but I haven't seen them. I know I've got to watch Connie's video on them, but am I off screen? How am I off screen? Better not to watch, okay? In other words, you're going to enable me to buy all 80 of them? Is that the message I'm getting here? And now we're using chartreuse. We're just going to color the whole area in this base of chartreuse, and then we're going to find the dark greens that we used on the seaweed up here on her shawl. And we're going to put in that darker color in there as well. Wanted this to be that greeny yellow kind of color. All right, now we're going to take marine green. That's the color I want. Oh my goodness, all 53 new colors? Oi, send me a list. I don't use them nearly enough to. I'm not at all very good with them, so probably would be best just to drool over them nicely. I am going to be playing with the ones I have sometime next month after I get the printer up and running again, because I did buy some pastel paper, so I want to try that. Shush your mouth, Catherine. I would end up buying them. I'm not buying them. I'm not buying them. I'm not buying them. Although I did just get my bonus from work. Although taxes and medical and all of those deductions pretty much eliminated it. But I did get my bonus from work. Yeah. And even an artist really doesn't need the full 80 set because they would know how to mix them to make those colors. So I don't know how to mix them to make those colors. So, and I'm lazy. Say it. Wow. Yeah. All right. Then we're going to take the yellow chartreuse. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to take this one first. All of them, Yana, all of them. So now I'm using a little bit of spring green just to brighten up a couple of little areas. Give it that green color. We want it to have that browny green, but we still want it to have a little bit of that bright green in it. Like so. All right, and then his tail we're going to do in the greens. So we're going to start off with the spring green. And then we're going to come in with olive green. Wow. Yeah, that's a lot. I don't need him. I don't need him. My bonus wasn't that much. And then just a little bit of really dark green, so we're going to use the peacock green. It's probably gone up. It just goes up and down, up and down, up and down, so. Yeah, I have done that recently, and I find that I try to get rid of it, and then my brain says, but I like that. That's the end of that. Then it comes back in. But it's mine, and I like it. I'm terrible. I am no good at getting rid of things. Then we're going to come back through with that spring green. All right, now for his hair, we're going to do him blonde. So we're going to start with yellow ochre. We're going to do him a dirty blonde. So it's going to have blonde with browns in it. Then we're going to take a pale yellow. So maybe a little bit of cream. Just to pale down a little bit of the areas. Because I want it to have that yellow tone. And then we're going to take I just had it. This one. And a little bit of sienna brown. Yeah, that doesn't work for me. I'm going to work the hours anyway. With me, I look at what I have to give up, or what I could spend that on instead for the family and for the house. That usually works. Wow, Yana. I don't think I have 3 huge trash bags of clothes in my entire house that's mine. Maybe 1 or 2. But I did just finish doing a quite large purge on clothing recently. So, all right, so that's that little fella done. All right, so the last mermaid to do is this one up here. And we're going to do her with a purple tail. And we're going to do her cap here. It reminds me of one of those, they're black and beige. We used to call them nightcaps growing up. I can't remember what they're called in the actual name of them, but they're a little tiny shell that sits on the beach. Um, and when you find them, they're a little clam, but that's what that reminds me of. So we're going to do her tail in a deep purple. So we're going to start with dark purple. Well, that's awesome, Bella. Yeah. Well, you keep on losing a ton of weight, so, I can see that happening. I wish I could lose a ton of weight. It just doesn't seem to be happening for me. Just going to put in the shadow. Ooh. Well, that sucketh. Wow. I've got to lose 110 pounds to catch up. You weigh double me. I need to lose some weight, but it doesn't seem to be coming off, so it is what it is. All right. Dust that off before my hand hits it. And then we're going to use this one. So we're going to use violet. So we've used dark purple. Now we're going to use violet. No, there is no particular reason why I started her tail first. Probably because I had colors in mind, so I didn't want to forget them. And I know the violet has a little bit more blue in it than the dark purple, which has a little bit more red in it, which is fine. It's still going to be our darkest color, even mixed in with all the other colors. So. And it will give that extra little bit of red to it, which I like. And when I come through and do the blending with the lightest color, it will make a lot more sense of why I did it this way. All right, Dawn, take care. And lurk away, Alex. Oh, okay, Connie. I'm sorry. I thought it was Dawn leaving. Take care, Connie. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy your pastels. I'm going to watch your video and then I'm going to have pastels coming out my ears. Because I want that color and that color. So this is Parma Violet. And then we are going to use lilac. All right, hurry back, Bella. Enjoy your dinner. All right, there we have her taken care of there. We're going to use a little tiny bit of white just to put that highlight in there and blend those purples together to give it a little bit of light purple on the edges here, like so. And these are the KarismaColor. They are the same pencils I used on Monday on this page. I did list them below the video, but I could not find them anywhere but on eBay. And there was one person on eBay that was selling them for quite inexpensive, but I don't know comparative to other stores and how much I paid for them. I don't know if it's a scam or not. I'm not very trusting of people on eBay sometimes. When I bought mine, they were available on Amazon. However, they did disappear off of Amazon, and they have disappeared off of AliExpress as well. So your only option might be eBay. And this is the 72 Japanese remakes of them. All right, now we're going to do her skin. So we're going to start with that blue. Hello, Marilyn. Thank you so much for popping in. hurry back. All right. And then peach. You have enough pencils? Mm-hmm. That's what I keep saying too. I have another set that I need to still chart and review that Bob bought me at Blick's when we went to Blick's because it was the only set in the entire store that I didn't already have. My poor husband, he's trying to buy me things and you know, we're going through the entire Blick store and it's like, oh, look at that set. I have it. Oh, look at that set. I have it. He was a little. I said I don't have that set though, so that was the set he bought me. It's a set from the Blick store that is specific to Blick. Like I said, I haven't charted them or done anything with them yet because, you know, life. I just get so tired. What's this page? Okay. Where did I put them? I think I showed them. Yeah, here, there. When I showed the stuff I got from Blick. So it's called Art Pop. Um, like I said, I don't know how they are or anything like that. So I have not used them yet. So now I'm going through with the beige. And she has a little bit of a lip there, so we are just going to put a little bit of pink on their lips. There we go. And now her outfit here, we're going to do that in a watery green color. So we're going to start with parrot green, somewhat close to her mother's tail, but a little bit more of the seaweed greens in it. But we're going to start with the darkest part here because we're going to blend it out. Thank you, Dawn. going to take the marine green. Just going to add just a little bit of that brown color into it. And then we're going to take oh, that's awesome. I will have to look because I have not seen it. And then we're going to take the lime peel. We're going to blend all those colors together. Can't believe it's already been, an entire almost 6 months since I started working. And I still haven't gotten myself situated so that I have time for anything. Alright, now for her hair. So we've got a brunette, purple, blonde. So I think we're going to do her hair in an orange. So we're going to start with yellowed orange. Just for our base color. I need to correct that. There is her neck. We don't want that orange. And then we're going to come in with orange. And last but not least, some pale vermilion. in the deeper shadowy areas here. And then we're going to go back to the yellowed orange. Like so. And then for the cap, we're going to take this light umber, I think. No, we're going to take yellow ochre. Thank you, Yana. First. And then we're going to take the henna, not terracotta, we want henna. Well, maybe terracotta would be better. What's this one? Actually, let's start with sienna brown. Because we want the lighter areas to have that reddish brown color. We're going to come into those darker areas with a black, so, or a really dark brown. But we want to blend into those lighter areas with a little bit of a red brown. Hello, Angela. You are not late, darling. You're never late. I know you've probably been lurking there with your morning coffee waking up, so. And if you haven't, then you're late. I am good. I am good. Life is life, and one of these days I'll start living it. Alright, then we're going to use, I think, this one. Let's see. No, we're going to use sepia. And basically putting all the lighter colors down first gives me a base color to blend the darker colors into. And then I'll be toning them down a little bit with the lightest color. It will work out, I promise. Now we're going to use black. You are not. Don't be saying things like that. Neither lazy or a heifer, so shush your mouth. make me come up there. You don't live so far away from me that I can't drive up there and smack you. It's just a really long drive. And there we have that. Just going to tone it down just a little bit with this one. So I'm just going to go gently over top of that yellow brown with the sienna brown, just to tone it down just a little bit. And give it that brownish color. There we go. Alright, so there are all the mermaids done. And now we're going to work on the fish. So we're going to do this one here in orange. So we're going to start with a yellow first. So we're going to start with sunburst yellow. Next week. Yeah, I'll start that in June. This coming week is going to be all work in progresses. So anytime that I come on, I'll be working on this one, or I will be working on the Mythographic Dragons one. Dragon spell. And getting the dragons finished as well. Yep. Yep, you're allowed to do that. Absolutely. Now I am going to leave this part open because we're going to put a different color there. Just to make it a special fishy. And once again, this is just the base color. I'm not trying to get full coverage of it or anything. I just want to get that down so that we have something to grab hold of and blend into. Well, yeah, you gotta lounge with the hubby. Alright, then we're going to use yellowed orange. And try not to break the tips. Awesome, Calamity. Welcome back. How's your mermaid picture coming? Yeah, that Bob Lounge. The bed doesn't. I My body gets very achy if I stay in the bed too long. And that's one of the reasons why we're going to look at mattresses today, because I am not comfortable lounging in the bed. So I like lounging in the bed. My body just says nope. Well, yeah, when you're working that late, you definitely sleep in. Welcome back, Bella. I hope you enjoyed your dinner. Well, little ones will do that. They have a tendency to distract us, especially when they go home with somebody else. All right, and then we're going to use orange. Well, they are modest, absolutely. Now, with the legend of the mermaid the way it is, having a modest mermaid is, kind of against the nature of them. But this one's a mama, so, that's why I chose it, because it was MerMay and it was Mother's Day. So we're going to color Mother and Family Mermaid. This one's already done her siren singing. All right, and then we're going to take start with Poppy Red. Exactly, she's in her mama era. She's had her siren singing. She's caught 3 of them at least. Now this part here we're going to do, and we're going to blend from red into a deeper orange, into a light orange, into the yellow orange of the fish. Okay, and then we want this one. So I used Poppy Red and now I'm using pale vermilion. And then we're going to use orange. And then we're going to use yes, yes. With the Kirby book, there's a lot of the dark fairy tale pages being done, and I really, really enjoy the book. But and I love what people have been doing with it. But it can be a little much. But it is a wonderful book. I can understand why people are coloring it. There's just so much detail in it that sometimes these simpler pages, quieter pages, are a wonderful reprieve from it. just using this lighter color to blend. And we're going to come in through here and blend with it as well. So this is the sunburst yellow. And then we'll come back and we'll add more orange if we need it. And then we've got one more fishy up here to do. And then a family of little fishies over here. And then we'll work on the seaweeds for the swing. All right. There's that little fishy. Now this little fishy we're going to do in the greens. Now we're going to do him a really bright green though. So we're going to start with the chartreuse. And we're going to use that as our base. Like I said, I'm not trying to make sure that it's fully covered. We're just using it as oh, what am I missing? Yeah, I'm not fantastic with watching movies. I get bored really quickly. So sitting down and watching an entire movie sometimes can be daunting. So I usually end up, doing housework or something while it's on. Well, I like creepy coloring pages too, but some of the when a lot of people put out the same thing, it can be really daunting on the Instagram. I'm not a huge gory coloring person, but I really did enjoy the way my Dark Fairy Tales page came out. And I did enjoy coloring it, but um, it's a lot of detail, and it does take a lot of time to do it. So now I'm using the spring green. Yep, yep. I love everybody's coloring. I think everybody does such a great job with what they color. It puts their personality in it, and it's wonderful. I like seeing people's personalities in their coloring. Yeah, exactly. The book is wonderful, but too much of a good thing is too much of a good thing. It can be daunting. And all the pages are absolutely gorgeous that people have been coloring, but it can be overwhelming. All right, now we're going to use a different green. I want to use apple green. Nope, grass green. Right, exactly. It is being flooded because it is a Kirby, and there's a lot of people that really enjoy his work, which is fantastic because he's an awesome artist. And because this is something that he hasn't put out before, kind of a creepy book. And it isn't everybody's cup of tea. Sometimes it's just too much for people, the way that it's depicted. And that's perfectly fine too. That's the great thing about art is some people have their preferences and things just don't talk to them like me. I have ones that, I just don't color because they just don't talk to me. come back through with the chartreuse, and we're going to blend it all together. And there we have our little green fishy. Hello, Sue. Well, that's awesome. I hope he enjoys it and colors a ton of things for you so that you can share them with us. All right, now we're going to do the seaweed here, and we're going to do that in the seaweed color. So I'm just going to locate marine green and lime peel, and I need olive green. There it is. All right. So we're going to get this done here, and I will try to do some of this, and then I'm going to have to call it a day. Of course. I'm sorry. So we're going to start with the lime peel. Now I want to do this one green because there's a green fishy hiding in it. So if it was not done in green, the fishy would not be hiding very well. However, we're going to do it seaweed greens. And I'm just going very loosely over the entire seaweed with the lime peel. Because it's going to be our base color, it's also going to be our blending color, as well as our highlight color. All right. Then we're going to come in with the marine green. Yeah, I'm going to be starting in June. I'll be streaming on Sunday afternoon instead of Monday night. So I'll be streaming Saturday and Sunday instead of Saturday and Monday, just because we're coming into a really busy time at work. And with that really busy time, I might end up doing overtime and things like that. And during the week, it's just going to be exhausting. So I don't want to come on here and be so unlively and inspiring that people feel that I don't want to be here. And we'll see how that works out. And if it gets to a point where it slows down again, I might come on Saturday, Sunday, and then do a makeup, or not a makeup stream, a work in progress stream on Monday, just to finish the page off. But we'll have to see how it goes with the overtime at work. Exactly. Instead of running around making sure dinner's done and getting the stream room ready for streaming. And so the lights at work have been giving me a bit of a headache, especially on Mondays when I haven't been there all weekend. I do find it happens a lot more on Mondays than any other time. So, and all I do on Saturday after stream, I go out and me and hubby have a married weekend, a married day, date day, whatever you want to call it. We go out and do things with each other for the house, or just to get out of the house, or just hang out together. And then on Sunday, all I do on Sunday is housework and laundry. So, I might as well come on and stream for a couple hours while the wash is in the washer. If you guys want, I can stream and fold laundry with y'all. Wouldn't that be a wonderful stream? Y'all can watch me fold laundry. I don't think my husband would want his underbritches on my stream though. So wouldn't that be an entertaining stream though? And we have another load of darks. Hello, butterflies. Now we're going to use olive green. Can I see your wood? I'm just putting a little bit of that dark olive green, darker, brighter olive green in on top of the marine green, just to give it a little bit more of a green tinge. I did. I see your hello. I did not see it before then, though. So, but I do see it now. No, please do not send me your laundry. I don't need your laundry. I have enough of my own. And then we're going to go back over it with the lime peel just to darken up the first layer and blend the darker greens in. And fill this in here. Sorry, got down to the bottom, forgot to move the book. Yep, yep. We are definitely not in the Jetson era that we thought we were going to be in when we were kids. You know, I wouldn't mind the teleporter or, you know, the dog walk machine. Well, they do, I guess, have dog walk machines, but I want a Rosie, thank you. Although Rosie has an attitude which is fantastic, but some days I think I'd be horrified with it. I just want Rosie, yeah. Rosie, flying cars, yeah. Yeah, I would like to have a Rosie that did everything. And that and meal prep would be awesome. You know, you just punch a button and out it comes. There would no longer be, what are we going to do for dinner? Questions. There's the machine. Do what you want. We already have the teleconferencing and that sort of thing, so. However, the just suddenly showing up on your TV is not something I think I want to happen. I think I'd be a little upset if my boss just suddenly showed up on my TV while I was watching something. Or on my screen. Right, yeah. All right. Dust this off. Now it has gotten to that time, so I'm going to zoom it out so you can see everything. All right. On this cute little page. So I will be coloring a lot of this color combination through here into the swing areas, and we'll be doing the seashells in the different pinks and pink browns, sort of like this. Again, like I said, I will be doing a lot of this on work in progress week. So I will also be working on this on Monday. So I'll work some more on this on Monday as well as Thursday. We do also have the dragon page that we're working on as well that needs to be finished up. So those will hopefully be finished up next week. Hopefully. I didn't get as much as I wanted to get done, but I did get at least 2 fish, some seaweed, and three mermaids done. Again, I do thank you all very much for coming and hanging out with me, talking with me. I do appreciate it. We are going to be packing up here, and then I am going to go shopping with my husband. So I hope you all have a wonderful day. Hi, Shannon. Bye, Shannon. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, everybody. Thank you all very much for coming out. Happy Memorial or a great Memorial Day to all of you out there. Thank you very much to all of you that have served or have had loved ones serve the country. We do appreciate you. You all have a wonderful, fantastic day. And I will see you all again on Monday. Okay, until next time. Always remember to like, comment, and subscribe to any YouTube artist that you enjoy on any video. It does help us out quite a bit. And of course, always remember to relax, color, and stay safe, everyone. Until next time, bye-bye for now.